like the NFL playoffs have been entertaining, but I'm a little bit. I guess there's been some surprises too. It hasn't gone. I guess it never goes the way you think it's going to go, but it didn't go the way I thought it would go. Yeah. What is the biggest surprise so far for you as we?
I think the biggest single surprise is that the Jets bottled up New England Patriots offense to the extent that they did. I mean, that was a single thing that I think was most surprising. The thing that's most remarkable to me about that comes to mind is the Pittsburgh Steelers, who just year after year after year have this ability to find a way to win games without dominating the games, without doing anything in terms of scheme that blows you away. And this is year after year after year. I think sometimes this kind of stuff is overrated where, well, they just know how to win. They just find a way to win. I think that's a lot of times that's a load of crap. But the Steelers have done it so long, so well, that you have to wonder there must be some explanation for it. And it's an amazing franchise because 3 coaches in 150 years. I mean, and all of them have been. All 3 of them have been terrific.
And I won't say the whole time, but almost the same ownership. The Rooneys have been a long time. I don't know, but the Rooneys have kept it.
You're right.
And I'll tell you about smart people. I mean, they've hired smart people.
Sure.
Let's take up what you said about the coaching staff. Tomlin and Lovie Smith with the Bears. Both teams still alive. Both come from Tony Dungy's staff.
The Tony Dungy tree,
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, these guys are very similar. They don't lead by making outrageous comments. They're more quiet guys. They are motivational, but they do it behind the scenes. They're not afraid to load their staff up with talented coaches.
I think they're delegators in terms of the coordinators and the assistants and things like that. I think that's true. What a contrast, though, to Rex Ryan. In terms of personality and in terms of approach and in terms of being a loudmouth. But one thing that you got to say about the teams that are still playing is good defenses. I mean, right now, defenses, it's a passing league. It's a high-scoring league. I guess if you can play defense, it's kind of like you're the exception to the rule.
But that's defense wins championships, the old cliche. But that was one of the things that worried me with the Eagles was they were scoring 30 points, but they had to because their defense was giving up that many.
That's true.
The Bears and Packers.
Same with the Patriots.
The Bears and Packers can play defense, and it should be a really good game.
And the Jets, certainly.
And the Jets can. And
the Steelers.
I thought the Patriots were going to beat the Jets based on that 45-3 game, whatever it was, in Monday Night Football. But the Jets' defense is ranked 3rd. I mean, they're a good defense.
And again, they have those 2 really good corners.
Shutdown cornerbacks.
Who allow you to do a lot of other things. And they blitzed 6 times on Sunday. 6 times in that entire game against Tom Brady. They did a lot of other things, and I think one of the things that about Rex Ryan, you talk Rex Ryan, you think bluster, you think goofiness. Defensively, he's a pretty sharp dude. He's a guy who thinks outside the box, and he is a really, really good defensive football coach.
I did like the headline I saw that renovated Giant. They have a great selection of periodicals, newspapers and stuff. I was either in the Daily News or the New York Post. I don't want to give them credit. I don't want to leave one of them out. Pat down and had a Patriot on top, or a jet on top of Tom Brady. I love great headline. Pat down.
Giant Food Markets. If you'd be willing to sponsor the Low Post, I think it would be a sound investment for you and for us.
Green Bay is my biggest surprise. Not that they're playing well, but they've kept it going. Sometimes when you have a great offensive week, it doesn't continue, especially in the playoffs. A 6th seed. The 6th seed has been very important. The Giants won the Super Bowl a few years ago on a 6th seed.
Yeah, and it's a little deceptive that they were a 6th seed, too. I mean, they really were.
But I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter having home field advantage anymore in these playoffs. We've seen teams go on the road the whole way through.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to. And I really, really like Aaron Rodgers. I think he is terrific. I know people are going to say Roethlisberger. I think Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback still playing. And I think they have a heck of a shot at it. I really do.
Roethlisberger 2 Super Bowls. That's all I'm going to say about him right now.